Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shay J back with another video. So today I will be doing basically a get everything you need to know about St. Thomas. If you're trying to travel to St. Thomas, everything that you need to know I will be telling you in this video. So I recently came back from St. Thomas on a girls trip. I had a lot of fun. St. Thomas is a gorgeous place. It has beautiful beaches, really nice people. The vibes is just everything going to St. Thomas. So if you would like to hear more about St. Thomas, definitely feel free to continue watching the video. So the first thing, being that it's COVID, you definitely have to take a COVID test prior to going to St. Thomas. Even if you've been vaccinated, you still have to take the test. So the test has to be taken within 5 business days, not business days, but 5 days prior to you going to St. Thomas. So you could take the test at like CVS, Walgreens. It's a long list of things, but it's certain tests that you have to take. So if you take the PCR test, that test takes a little longer to come back. So you want to be careful if you take that. Sometimes it might come back prior to the 5 days, sometimes it might not. So it just depends. I took the rapid test at CVS and I was fine. The results came back in 15 minutes. And then you upload it into the Virgin Islands travel portal. And I will put that in the description bar. So that's everything relating to your COVID. So in order to come into the island, you definitely have to have a green QR code that they would give you once you upload your negative test. They'll give you a green QR code. So as soon as we landed, they definitely checked for that. They scanned it and everything to make sure that you were good to go. Next, so I had some notes because I got a lot to talk about. The next thing, once you land into St. Thomas, the next thing will be getting around. So in St. Thomas, they don't have Uber like we have or Lyft. So you have to get around 3 ways. Either you will rent a car, or you have to take a taxi cab. And they also have these little things called these safari rides, which are like dollar vans. They have those as well, but it's not everywhere. So me and my friends got around through taxi cab. And the reason being is because St. Thomas is very hilly and very mountainous. And the roads are very windy and everything. So we didn't feel comfortable renting a car going there. So if you feel comfortable renting a car and all that, you will save a lot more money if you rent a car. But we decided to get a taxi cab. So once we got there, the taxi cabs was about $5, depending on where you were going, between $5 and $10 one way, depending on where you're going. As you can see, that can add up, but we just didn't want to have to worry about figuring out how to drive, because they also drive on the other side of the road. So we didn't want to have to figure out all that out. So we decided to do the taxi cab. Now the taxi cabs, they're not like the taxi cabs here. They're more like vans. So they charge you based off each person that's in the van. So by it being 10 of us, they charge you $5 per person. It's not like a house here. They don't really charge you based off the amount of people. But there is $5 each person. So each person has to pay whatever that amount is. So that's something you might want to consider. So also that brings me to my next point. As far as money is concerned, there are not a lot of ATM machines in St. Thomas. You will find more of them like downtown. But if you're like further out, like we stayed in an Airbnb. Luckily we were close to the Ritz-Carlton, so we could go there and get cash or to get a taxi. But if you're not located in those areas, you want to make sure you have a lot of cash, because not everywhere takes card. So I had like a lot of single bills. I did a lot of 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. I didn't want to carry like large sums of money. So you definitely want to make sure that you're bringing smaller bills and a lot of cash on you. You don't necessarily have to take it out with you every day, but just make sure that you have it. That way, if you can't get to an ATM, you still can pay. Also, I use my card when I was in the restaurants, so that's another way. If you don't bring too much cash, you can still use your card at the restaurants that you go out to eat. But if you're like in the local areas and stuff like that, they might not necessarily take card. So that's another thing to consider, is bringing lots of cash. The next thing, as far as food prices, the food prices was, to me, it's normal for the island, but it was more expensive than the U.S. On average, like when we went out to eat, on average we spent between $40 and $50 on a meal, because most of the food was like seafood. But when we were on the beach and we got food, we spent about probably $15, and then the drinks was probably like $10, which is normal. So some of my friends, we also bought snacks before we came to kind of cut on the cost of eating now every day. So we ate out probably like once or twice a day. So that's something to consider. Maybe possibly bring in dry foods in your suitcase. You could do that. As far as the beaches, we only went to Koki Beach, which is one of the local beaches that most people go to. I love Koki Beach. Koki Beach was like a vibe. They played music, they have food, a lot of young people and stuff like that. It was a vibe. We also went past Megan's Bay. We didn't really like get a chance to like get in the water, but that one was really pretty as well. We were going to go to St. John, but we didn't get a chance to make it there because we overslept. But definitely, if I would go back to St. Thomas, I definitely would like to go to St. John to see their beaches, because I heard they're like very beautiful. So if you do go to St. John's, I've heard that Trunk Bay and Maho Bay and Cinnamon Bay were pretty good options. I don't know. If you've been to one of those beaches, feel free to comment how you like them. So definitely, if I do go back, I definitely would like to check those out. All you have to do is take a ferry, and I think it's like $15 or so to take the ferry to go to St. John, which is like 15 minutes away. So that's about the beaches. I talked about the cash, the people. So the people, I'm gonna say like the people were very nice. They were very helpful. You might have a select few that had like an attitude, but overall the people were very nice and very helpful. Like our taxi driver, his name was Omar. Shout outs to Omar. He was like the nicest guy. Like he took his time and picked us up, showed us different spots, like places to go. He recommended a lot of things, and because it was a group of us, he took his time. He would give us discounts on the rides because he knew it was a group of us. So I definitely say like, and if he couldn't come and get us, he would call for other taxi cabs. So when I say the people were very nice, the people were very nice and very welcoming. So I definitely recommend going back to St. Thomas. Like it was really nice. Things to do. So by it being an island, a lot of things are water activities. So me and my friends, we went to this vodka tasting. That was one of the activities, and it was black owned. It was like $60, and you got about 4 or 5 drinks. So I definitely recommend that one. It's called Ogg Vodka. I'll put it in the description. We also did like this boat ride, and it was like a dinner cruise, like a sunset cruise, and that was really nice. It was like $60 per person. I also recommend, like, with most Caribbean islands, you can do a lot of water activities like parasailing, snorkeling. A lot of people went snorkeling. They also have like the Coral World, which is next to Koki Beach, and they have like an aquarium. You could do like swimming with the dolphins. You can do this thing called Sea Track, which you go down to the seafloor. That seemed pretty cool. Next time I will plan on doing that. They also have the Sky Point. It just opened back up, so it wasn't open when we were there, but I definitely recommend that. You also have 99 steps that you can visit as well. So it's a lot of things to do, and as coronavirus get under the way, more things will start to open back up. So I hope this information was very helpful. I definitely will be doing a vlog on everything that we did, and if you have any questions, feel free to write me on in the description, and I will be sure to get back to you. So thank you for watching. Bye.